fight. But it was okay.
What up, folks? Check it out. It's the Gennady Golovkin Appreciation Fan Club.
Back in the,
Tom Loeffler, Managing Director of K2 Promotions, and Dave Schwartz, Triple G's #1 fan. Actually, Tom Loeffler's #1 fan. My daughter Josephine, and we've run some 100-meter dashes. We skipped a little bit of rope.
I just finished the 5-mile run.
Nah, he actually never started. We're holding him up. We're actually holding Tom up, but he came out and we talked shop for a while. And Tom is going to be very busy. March 18, he's got the Gennady Golovkin versus Daniel Jacobs showdown at Madison Square Garden, HBO pay-per-view.
Looking forward for that fight. St. Patrick's Day weekend in New York.
Huge week for boxing.
Great lineup that night with Triple G and Jacobs, the 2 best middleweights in the world. I'm going to do a commercial now for pay-per-view.
You might as well, man.
That's
your job, Tom.
Chocolatito, the universally considered #1 pound-for-pound fighter, unless you talk to Teddy Atlas.
Unless you talk to Teddy Atlas.
Who doesn't even have Triple G on his top 10 list, but, you know, there's everyone has an opinion.
You know what? He's going to get the help he needs one of these days.
Well, hopefully, if Gennady is successful against Jacobs, then it'll start opening up some other.
Tom, where can people find this shirt that you're wearing? Because everyone's saying, I need that Triple GT.
We'll have them actually online.
Okay.
Not online, at the fight. If you come out to MSG, they'll be available all fight week.
You guys will do some good merchandise sales
Gennady
there.
broke the record last time when he fought Lemieux.
Yes.
He broke the merchandise record for boxing at MSG, and we're looking to surpass that. It's just a big demand. Dave buys up all the inventory every time.
Wait, didn't he break it?
Oh, he wears it very well.
He broke it at the Forum also, didn't he?
I broke the merchandise record for the boxing at the Forum also, yeah. And then we just had the media lunch for Carlos Cuadras. That's a great fight. The 3rd fight on the pay-per-view lineup. He's going to fight Carmona. They're both from Mexico City. So kind of
and Carmona recently fought the Japanese standout.
Inoue, yeah, he went the distance.
Did he go the distance with him?
Yeah, the distance with Inoue. So
that says something.
Solid fight, yeah.
Then there's Ryan Martin.
Ryan Martin is
blue chip.
Yeah, he's blue chip.
He's a real prospect.
He's going to fight Pee Wee Cruz, who's local from New York. Both have great records. Ryan Martin's undefeated, 17-0. Pee Wee Cruz, 17-1. So that's a great fight. Andy Lee is going to be on the show. You know, he's going to fight.
It's an appropriate week, St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. Top Rank has the Michael Conlon show on Friday night, also at the theater at MSG. So it should be a great weekend.
Thursday night, the Boxing Writers Association of America has its banquet.
Yep.
Its annual banquet.
So it'll be nice, and there'll be a few drinks at Jimmy's.
Jimmy's Corner, of course, will be packed. Yeah, absolutely. All right, Dave, you got some questions for me?
Some questions.
Who wants to hold this?
I'm gonna get on the.
You got to get your laps going, man.
I'm gonna be late.
Seriously, what do you do? Like a 5K, right? You do about 3 miles.
3 miles,
yeah. You just do it.
No, he doesn't.
Just run them.
I got to stay up with all the boxers when they're doing all their laps. Don't forget about Cecilia Brækhus fighting.
Give me the date of that.
February 24th.
Oslo.
In Oslo, Norway. She sold out the arena her last fight. She sold out the arena for this fight.
How can people watch it though? Are there streams available?
Clara Svensson.
Tom, if you're in the U.S., how do you watch it?
We're working on some TV for that. So
that would be awesome.
We'll figure out something and have that available. And
Breakhouse pound for pound, the #1 female fighter in the world.
Yeah, she's the only active boxer, male or female, that has all the world titles. She's the only undisputed champion.
Bless
at
her.
this point.
Yeah. No, that means something this day and age. And then in London, April 29th.
April 29th, you have the big show. The big show between 2 big guys in a big stadium, 90,000 seats. It broke Carl Froch's record over there at Wembley Stadium. So.
And we'll have to stay tuned as far as where to watch that in the U.S. HBO and Showtime are still making their bids.
We're very interested in that fight. That's a huge international sporting event. So that's going to be a terrific atmosphere from Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, well, you have a busy spring, so you got to stay in shape, buddy.
Looking forward to it.
Go do those laps. Say what's up to Kevin Costner when you come around here. He was doing his laps. Yeah, and we got the fire department. Somebody had a man down. I think he's okay now. I think everything's okay.
So Tom comes out here. He doesn't warm up. He runs 3 miles in 26 minutes and just walks off like no big deal.
Now I got to start sprinting.
Yeah, well, he's got to get in shape.
I know you got your questions ready.
All right, my man.
For Doug. Okay.
All right.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Okay. See you, Tom.
All right, Dave. You never know who you're going to see here. So you got some, Josie. You want to hold? You want to hold this for us?
Are you gonna jump rope?
I'm going to jump some rope.
Do I do it here?
When people ask questions,
Okay.
you can.
Do I do it here or there?
You be the director.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Or...
Hey, Tom Loeffler, is he the best?
Yeah. I can't believe he
That's how
does
he
that.
is. Anyway, so these are the questions. I'm going to give you some dates.
You're gonna give me some dates.
Yeah, and then you tell me what happened in. You tell me. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. February 3rd, and this is these are current dates.
Right.
Okay, but this is February 3rd, 1996.
February 3rd, 1996. This is like a big fight, right? Like a
It's a big event, sort of. A
big event.
Just,
Wait, if Brooks Spence happens, how does it go?
I think it's a hard fight. I favor the younger, fresher fighter now, Errol Spence. I think Kell Brook is a badass. He's going to be by far his toughest fight. But I just think the loss to Triple G and going up in weight and then coming down, it's going to take its toll on the Englishman. So I slightly favor Errol Spence. But hey, I wouldn't be shocked if Errol Spence does something spectacular because he's that kind of talent.
Well, I think Kell Brook got beat up real badly in the Triple G fight.
Yeah, his face got broke.
I think that's going to take a lot out of him.
It's hard to bounce back from.
Broner versus Granados.
Granados.
Who
Hey,
wins?
I'm looking for that's next Saturday, right? Yeah, on Showtime, and I'm really looking forward to that. And Dave and I saw Granados fight a journeyman club fighter from Japan here in where was it? It was at the Quiet Cannon in Montebello, and he had a hard time with this dude because the dude was tall, cagey, and tough. But Granados is tough. You know, I think Granados makes it an exciting fight. And of course, I favor Broner. I think he's an exceptional talent, and if he's focused and if he's well trained, he should be able to outpoint Granados. I think Granados might take him the distance, though.
So remember,
I'm going to say Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield first fight.
well, okay.
I'm wrong.
It was at the Forum.
Oh man, I know what it is. Marco Antonio Barrera versus Kennedy McKinney.
Yeah.
And that kicked off Boxing After Dark.
Right.
And were you there?
Yeah.
I watched it on TV.
I was there.
What a fight!
And it was the debut of an announcer. Someone doing announcing.
Was it Roy Jones Jr.?
Yeah, you got it.
And I love Roy Jones.
Right.
I love his
I
commentary.
think he's really good. He's way better now than he's really
Is
improved.
that your official job, taping?
Yeah.
He's good.
She's a really good director.
Okay, so who won that fight?
That was Barrera,
Does he have a
12th
blog or
round
something?
stoppage.
You
Does
got
he have
it.
a blog or something? Is that the one?
Yeah, it's named Periscope,
Okay.
yeah.
So
I'm
we
sorry,
weren't
what?
here
It's
for a couple
named
weeks.
Periscope.
So
It's like a live
couple weeks ago,
streaming.
it was January
Periscope.
Yeah.
22nd,
Yes, I know.
1973.
January 22nd,
Is he your trainer?
1973.
I'll ask my dad. Wait, huh?
I don't know.
Was it
I
the
know.
first fight between Ken Norton and Muhammad Ali?
Wow, you've been off.
What was that?
No, this is an easy one.
Wait, what's it?
January 22nd, 1973.
January.
Okay, I'll give you okay. It was an upset.
Okay.
It was a heavyweight championship.
Oh, George Foreman over Joe Frazier in Kingston, Jamaica. Right. Yeah, Frazier was the favorite going into that.
Okay, February 4th. Whose birthday? It's yesterday.
Oh, Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy,
Wait, really?
made his pro debut at the Forum. That was late 1992. That was like November '92. Time flies. Time flies.
And so who named Oscar Golden Boy?
That was publicist John Beirudi. He was the publicist for Forum Boxing. And prior to that, he was a sports writer, mainly a boxing writer, for the Herald Examiner, the Los Angeles Herald Examiner, which closed shop like '89. Was it '89?
So he was a boxing writer for the Herald. Who was a boxing writer before him at the Herald?
They had more than a few, right?
Right before him.
Well, there was Alan Malibu.
Alan
Yeah.
Malibu.
Yeah. And if you've ever seen the movie White Men Can't Jump, when
What's your
What's her
favorite?
name? Rosie Perez is on. Her character is on Jeopardy. The rocket scientist, the heavy set dude. That's Alan Malamud.
What's your favorite Oscar De La Hoya fight and why?
My favorite Oscar De La Hoya fight and why? Good question. I tell you what, Bad Blood was a great promotion, great event, really exciting fight. That's one of them. So De La Hoya versus Vargas, and by the way, I had picked Vargas to win that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite fights with Oscar? Jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Bad Blood. I think Bad Blood. I thought he looked his best at 140 pounds when he beat Chavez. His first fight was Chavez. Man, like 21 years ago. Wasn't that 96?
At the Mirage. I was there.
Is that where it was? Was it outdoors? Yeah. That was something else. I favored him to beat Chavez. Chavez was long in the tooth, but the manner in which he just dominated him and chopped him up, it was like he looked like something really, really special. I'm a big fan of Oscar's form at 140 pounds, and some of those lightweight fights that he had, where he just. I like his fight with Gennaro Hernandez, the late great Gennaro Hernandez. I thought that was a good boxing match between undefeated local guys. When he blew out Jesse James Leija, like I didn't see that happening either. Like nobody had an easy time with Leija, but Oscar could really punch at lightweight and 140 pounds.
But Hernandez went in a fight with the broken nose.
He did.
He was hurt.
Yeah. One thing I liked about Oscar and a lot of the fighters, particularly at that time, is they fought 4 and 5 times a year.
What was the first Oscar De La Hoya fight that you attended?
That I attended? Well, that's a good question. He was already a welterweight, I think. It was probably the Obakar fight. And that was the first fight at Mandalay Bay in Vegas.
Is he older than you?
I'm older than him.
Oh. Because I was about to say, oh, you were a kid and then you saw him, but then...
I was older than him, and when I first started covering boxing, Steve Kim had a radio show, and one of the producers of Kim's radio show, I used to call in the show all the time just to talk to Steve,
he still have one?
boxing. No, this was a real radio show.
Wow.
It lasted for a while. It was every Sunday. And people could call in, and you could win prizes if you answered trivia. And I used to win free tickets to the forum shows. And sometimes when they would do shows in Vegas, I'd get a free plane trip and hotel room and all that kind of stuff. But his producer said, "Hey, if you're serious about covering boxing, you should go up to Big Bear and talk to Oscar during one of these media days before his next fight." And I said, "Nah. He's too big time. I can't get in there." There's people. Oscar was huge, and there were people flying in from other countries and other parts of the country. Like TV crews, right? And I'm like, they're not gonna talk to me. I'm nobody.
In fact, Aram almost got killed flying in.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah. Hey, it was not easy getting to Big Bear. But he said, "No, Oscar. It's like you're a young man. Yeah, you're a person of color. I think Oscar, he wants new people to come into boxing." And I think he'll recognize you and he'll talk to you. And I didn't really believe him, but I went for it. I drove up there, and I think it was before his original fight with Ike Corte. The original date was like in 1998. And I drove up there, and there was a huge line of people. You got like maybe 3 minutes to talk to Oscar one-on-one, and there was a huge line, and I didn't think I would get to talk to him, but they said, Oscar, you have time for one more. And he looked around and he chose me. He said, "Come on, let's talk." And we talked for like maybe 8 or 9 minutes. And it was fun. We're talking about the fight and all that kind of stuff. But he chose me over like these film crews from like Miami, you know what I mean? Like, some of the big Spanish language networks. People were losing their minds like, what? We don't get a chance to have our one-on-one with Oscar and all that. And I was like, wow, this guy's pretty cool, But it was good, and we put the audio on houseofboxing.com, and it was kind of like our first multimedia thing that was on
online, and of course a lot of people listened to it, and it was good. It helped us out. So.
Anyways, that was a long-winded story.
That's a
No,
great
that's
story.
I'm boring, Josephine. I can
Oh
tell.
no, I was listening to it.
The hand starts
So
to
the
drop.
thing about Aram, almost his plane, he had a private plane coming into Big Bear for probably that press conference. And
Nah, that was later. That was later.
They
on.
overshot the runway.
And there was other top-ranked people,
Lee
publicist Lee
Samuels.
Samuels, and there were some boxing writers like Kevin Iole that were on that plane.
Lomachenko versus Mikey Garcia. Who wins?
Gosh, I might favor Mikey right now just because he's definitely more proven at lightweight, but Lomachenko has a style that's going to be very difficult for Garcia because he's very fast and he can be really mobile if he wants to be. I think Mikey Garcia will look like $1 million anytime you got a guy right in front of him or just plodding towards him. Garcia is going to knock that sucker out 9 out of 10 times, even if he's got a good chin.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. But you got somebody with some speed, some feints. He's going to jab him from the outside. He's got a jab to match his jab. Maybe he's quicker. Maybe he has better footwork. Garcia doesn't look that great, and he will have some trouble. So I don't know. I think it's a toss-up fight, but if Lomachenko can prove himself a little bit at 135, I might change my pick to the Ukrainian.
It's a great fight.
Good job with the questions, Josephine.
That's a great fight.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Got another date for me?
Well, yeah. Do you know who's playing in the Super Bowl?
It's the Patriots and the Falcons.
Yeah, that's someone just asked patrons or Falcons.
I know our good friend Larry is a Patriots fan, and he's pulling for him, so I'm going to go with the Patriots.
Okay.
And I don't follow football at all. And I was telling Dave and Tom the last time I watched the Super Bowl in its entirety
Did you
was
watch football?
1989.
Do you watch football?
Do I watch football?
Yeah.
I haven't watched one game the entire year. But I might watch today. I'm into Brady, and I'm just pulling for him for Larry. But Belichick is my favorite guy in sports, no matter what. I love Belichick, so I'm pulling for them. So okay, here I have one on February 7th. 1882.
Hey, that's a little bit before my time.
I know, but
1882.
Yeah, 1882.
What the hell happened in 1882?
Yeah, it was a who won the bare knuckle heavyweight title.
Jeez.
You're gonna get the guy who won.
So it was John L. Sullivan
Yeah, right, you got it.
And Jake Kilrain,
Yeah,
right? And
Patty Ryan.
Patty Ryan.
Yeah.
Okay, Patty
Okay.
Ryan. All right.
And who was in it?
Sullivan won, right?
Yeah, 9th round knockout.
The Boston Strong
I
Boy.
knew you'd get that. And Jesse James was in attendance.
Celebrities, man. Boxing always
Huge.
Jesse, yeah.
Okay.
Got a gunslinger. That's your celebrity guest.
I forgot to write the year of this, but on okay, I give you this one. February 6th, 1964.
Yeah.
You know something? I think it's 19.
This is 1964.
You know something? I'm out of it because I'm so into the Super Bowl thing today. That I think it's 1967.
1967.
Yeah. What heavyweight in a heavyweight championship fight tortured this guy? Tortured him because of
Oh,
what he
so
had
40
said.
years, right, 50 years ago, right? This is 50 years ago.
Exactly.
So this is
Exactly.
Muhammad Ali
Yeah.
beating the crap out of Ernie Terrell for 15 rounds.
Right.
That's what's my name? What's
Yeah.
my name? Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
What's my name?
Exactly, yeah. Very
Ernie
good.
Terrell.
Thurman or Garcia?
Man, I'm riding with Thurman. Teddy Atlas is number 4 ranked pound for pound fighter. Yeah, we see we get the paramedics here.
Wow.
Yeah, something happened over here.
I hope he's okay. Yeah, I'm riding with Thurman by decision.
Wait, which Garcia? I'm sorry.
I
suppose there are a lot of Garcias.
There's a lot of Garcias in boxing.
Wow. Okay, so on February 5th, 1943, what famous fighter lost his very first fight?
Is that what was the year?
1943, February 5th.
He lost his pro debut.
No.
Oh, Danny Garcia, yeah.
First
He
fight
lost
he
for the
lost
first-
in his career.
But did you
Oh,
say
was
Danny Garcia?
that was that Ray Robinson
Yeah.
against Jake LaMotta?
Yeah.
Dad, did you say Danny Garcia?
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Keith
was
Thurman
right.
is fighting Danny Garcia, and I like Thurman over Danny. I think it's a tough fight.
That's a great fight.
yeah,
That's a great fight.
it's a good fight. I'm looking forward to it. The month of March is
So let me ask you this. So when Sugar Ray lost
loaded.
that fight, what was his pro record when he lost?
He was 40-0.
Okay, and what was his amateur record?
That's a good question. Was he undefeated as an amateur? I don't know.
85 and 0.
85 and 0.
He was 85 and 0, 40 and 0. So how many fights did Jake LaMotta and Sugar Ray Robinson have?
They fought 5 times. Yeah. Fought 5 times. And Robinson won 4 out of 5. Yeah. The only time he lost to Jake was the second fight. He actually won their first meeting. And he was fighting as a welterweight, and LaMotta was a big middleweight, over 160 pounds. And these are same-day weigh-ins,
So what do you think about same-day weigh-ins?
I prefer them to previous day weigh-ins.
Yeah.
I think fighters should fight at the real weight.
Yeah. Probably healthier, too.
Yeah. I get tired of weight controversy. I get tired of the weight controversy. I get tired of people worrying about how much they're going to rehydrate. I get tired of the catch weights where it's not really a catch weight to be fair to make the fight. It's a catch weight to where you drain one person. It's like, it's too much. It was the previous day weigh-in was conceived of as a safety measure, but now the system is being manipulated in an unsportsmanlike way.
It's real unhealthy, too.
Yeah, and it's no longer safe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think they should go back to saying. I know they won't, because the weigh-in has become a media event, and it helps sell tickets and pay-per-view buys, and it's another opportunity to promote the fight. But I think it was better when it was on the same day. I really do.
Anyway, it was great seeing you again here, Dougie.
Yeah.
Jumping
We were
rope was
gone. We were
good.
gone for a while, right? We got rained out,
Rain.
and then I was in India
Yeah.
for the Boxing After Dark show, so I was driving back that Sunday.
And
So
we want to thank Tom Loeffler.
man, Loeffler's the man. Oh, and let me show you. Loeffler gave Dave a T-shirt, but I also gave Dave a T-shirt. Folks who follow anime know that I'm a big
That
One
you're a
Punch
weeaboo?
Man. Yeah, that I'm a weeboo. And so I thought this shirt was perfect for Dave. Now it says 100 push-ups here. Just imagine this said 100 pull-ups, but 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, 10 kilometers running every single day. That's the One Punch Man way. That's how you gain godlike power in your fist.
Notice how he gains a huge forehead like that.
Yes, well, that also is kind of if Dave does cosplay anytime soon, it'll be this guy, Saitama.
Anyway, what do you want to tell everyone, Dougie?
Well, I want to say, listen, eat right.
Get serious, Dougie.
Not too much sugar, okay, people? Don't go crazy on the sugar. Don't stuff yourself. Eat small meals 4 or 5 times a day. Chew your food carefully. Get plenty of rest. Drink a lot of water. Take naps if you want, if you can. But most importantly, always, always, always. What, Josephine?
Take the high road.
Take the high road.
Bye.